She's a tall, slender African woman, a bubbly personality with a big, broad smile that invites you to meet her soul. But behind that smile lies horrific and dark stories of a genocide that left over 800,000 people dead, most of them Tutsis and moderate Hutus who were hacked to death by their fellow countrymen of Hutu ethnic in an ethnic cleansing episode that lasted almost 90 days. Her family, that included uncles, aunts, grandparents, and her mother, were also killed. She was left alone at the age of 14 with two other siblings, whom she raised alone in Kigali. The question she asked then is, why did I survive? As a result, she formed a youth organization for 200 orphans based in Rwanda called Kukindihio, which means in Kinyarwanda, why do I exist? Marie-Claudine Mukamabano, actually, joins me in the studio to update us on Rwanda 20 years after the genocide in 1994 and also to talk about her audiobook, The Power of Social Media. Marine, welcome to Sahara TV.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Okay, so you've had a very difficult past, and this is 20 years to date. This is when obviously there was that ethnic cleansing by the Hutus against the Tutsis, and your family was affected, and of course now you're an orphan, and you decided to use that pain to answer the question, why do I exist? What did you decide to do?
Why did I decide?
What did you decide to do, and how was your experience from that time?
Thank you for having me, first of all.
Right.
I'm glad that I'm still alive, and then I thank God for saving, protecting my life. Basically, in 1994, during the genocide, when I found myself jumping over the body of the people, I never thought that I would survive. Children were being killed in right of my side, in front of me, and in my left side. Parents were being slaughtered, killed. I was jumping over the body of the people. And then I told to my God, I said, Lord, if you save my life and I survive, I will help orphans. So God saved my life, I survived. So that's why I said I should help orphans. Before, my dream was to get PhD in math, because I'm a good in math.
Right.
I was dreaming to get PhD and then invent something like other scientific people did. So, but that moment when I commit promise to my God, and then I said to myself, I said, I will have to go to study business to be able to learn, to know how to govern a business company, to make money, to help orphans. So after genocide, I had to go to school and then to study business.
Okay, this was back in Kigali.
Back in Kigali.
And by the time you were only 14 years old.
Yeah, I was about, 14, 15, yeah.
Okay, so anyway, fast forward, you came to the United States 2005.
5, yes.
Okay, and this was through UNESCO.
Yeah, I won a scholarship.
Right.
I was chosen between 600 applications in the world to come to international artistic summit in Long Island here.
Right.
By Roberto Wilson. Roberto Wilson is a well-known American theater director. So via him through UNESCO, that's how I came.
Okay, so now let's talk about the foundation that you built, and if I can pronounce it correctly, it's Kuki Ndiho.
Yeah, Kukindihio, yes.
Why I exist.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us how you then worked to form that organization and what you do for these orphans.
Why do I exist? We have different activities. We fundraise money for school fees. We promote peace because I believe in promoting peace. As a survivor of genocide, I understand how it looks like when there is no peace. Because of that, we organize the UN's International Day for Peace in Rwanda with the orphans, our orphans, and then also with the school, like a Muhima Primary School. This year we did Education for Peace. We invited the priest to come I invited the priest to come to give speech. Instead of giving a speech, he came to celebrate a Eucharistic Mass. It was big time event we ever had in our country, because when I was in the elementary school, I never had a priest come to celebrate Eucharistic Mass in our schools.
You are actually Roman Catholic.
Yeah, I'm a Roman Catholic.
Okay. Now, these are all orphans, the 200 children.
They are all orphans.
And are they survivors of this genocide or just orphans that you have?
We have orphans who survived the genocide, and then we have orphans of HIV/AIDS, and then also the orphans numbers is increasing now because of HIV and AIDS.
Okay.
So in my program, we also invite people to go to teach them English. We have different activities like you will see on a picture. We have children with this volunteer she came from Europe. I met her. I met her here in America, and then she went to Rwanda to teach them English. And then we also give them shoes, sneakers. We recently get shoes from Japan. Right. By a Japanese lady. Her name is Izumi Yamashita. She mobilized the other Japanese association of college student in Japan. They collected shoes to send to
So
Rwanda.
You were talking about peace earlier on. You're actually the ambassador of peace for the United Nations.
Yeah, they gave me recognition.
Okay, and that's just one of them. I know also in 2014 you were the impact maker development on the African continent. That was another one. And then the assembly actually in Albany, and that was in 2011 on Africa's Day celebration. You were given an award of recognition for turning a life of hardship into one of leadership. So now with all this platform, you've been able to obviously lead your own organization and also help others in Rwanda.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I thank God for the opportunity.
Okay, so I also know that recently you had this opportunity to come up with what they call an audiobook, The Power of Social Media.
Yeah.
So now people that don't know what this is, can you explain?
The power of social media. The power of social media. Be yourself, change somebody's life today. This is it's an audiobook actually. I was inspired by the work I did through social media, through Facebook, with my team in Rwanda, and then my team here in the US, and then people global who give me some ideas. Sometimes they even talk to me how I impacted their lives without even knowing it. So last year, 2013, I met a lady. Her name is Susan. Then I invited Susan. She's an expert in trauma healing and stress reduction. I invited her to come to visit orphans in Rwanda to train them how to overcome the trauma. So she went there, and then she trained 11 orphans, the survivor of genocide. And then after, she gave them like a 3 days training. So then I told the orphans to give me feedback about what they learned in that trauma training. So I was overwhelmed with the feedback from Levoket, the lady on the picture.
Is this one of the ladies with a double amputee with both hands off? Yeah,
yes,
so, yeah,
this.
I think they'll put it up on the screen.
They will show. Yeah, she's
but
the one.
She also has one artificial arm.
Yeah, she has the artificial arm. They cut her arm off during the genocide.
Right.
So she survived with one arm. Okay. So she has an artificial one.
Okay.
So she sent me a message. She told me first, she said, thank you very much for allowing me to take this training. And then she said, since 1994, she never had opportunity to do exercise. Because in school, they used to tell her, professor used to tell her that she can't do anything. She should just sit down, wait for other students to do exercise. Right. So she faced the discrimination in her entire life. Right. And then when Susan went there, she told me that Susan showed her that actually you can do exercise with one arm. Right. So she's now happy. She does exercise, and then she started to teach other orphans how to do exercise. She told me that during the commemoration of genocide, many survivors become traumatized. She said that she would not be able to carry them, but she would sit down to comfort them. She would use techniques she learned trauma training with Susan to help other survivors. When I saw that, I was like, unbelievable. I was very happy, joyful, and then I posted it on my Facebook. I said, if there is something I'm proud of in my entire life, I feel joyful that I have done, it's this project, because we helped. We didn't only give her hope, we changed her life. We shifted her thinking, because before she was thinking that she's useless. She can do anything.
Handicapped for life.
For life.
Right.
And now we showed her that she can participate in exercise. She can do anything she wants to do with one arm. I was very happy. So that's what inspired me to write my audiobook. And then, of course, God gave me a vision to write this book.
Okay, so I know that you're going to be launching this audiobook very shortly here in the United States. How and where can people come to?
So the book is we're going to have a book conversation July 11 in Manhattan. And then we will have a book selling book the first week of August. We will have a big conference about it, August 8th by Church Center, United Nation Church Center on the second floor. Yeah, it will be in the evening. I will have a wonderful speaker. She's coming from California. She's coming to speak about how we can use social media for fundraising, because a non-profit organization, we need the money to fulfill our missions.
Right.
So she's coming to talk about that. So we will be charging people, because the contribution, the money people will be contributed, like $100 US. People will be contributed. We will send that money to buy computers to teach the orphans in Rwanda.
Okay, so now we know that it's been 20 years, and I know politics is not what you are here to talk about, but just for the sake of explaining how Rwanda has moved from that point of pain to this point 20 years later, how can you just generalize the situation? What people have done, how they've built, how they've also managed to relate, because of course it's very difficult to forgive and also to forget. So how have people moved?
Forgiveness is, I know sometimes people think forgiveness like when you forgive, it's like to sympathize to somebody who did wrong to you. But forgiveness really helps people to move ahead. Forgiveness, when you don't forgive, you seek revenge most of the time. And then when you don't find somebody to revenge to, you revenge to yourself, or you revenge to your beloved one. So, So the women in my country, they are the one who, I credit them, because I love my mom, even though she was killed, but I carry on her self-esteem, her courage, her resilience, and then the faith. So my country, special women, they did the unbelievable job. In our culture, in our traditional, men respect women. Even when we go back during the kingdom, if you wanted something to happen, you made sure you talked to king's mother, and then whatever king's mother accept, you know that it will be implemented by king. So the fact in Rwandan traditional, Rwandan women, even boys and men, they respect their mother, they respect their sisters. That's helped a lot for rebuilding the country, because women, they are pillar of the country.
Okay, so you have personally, obviously, forgiven the people that killed your family.
Yeah, I had to, because after I survived, I was upset, but I spoke to myself. I was like, what can I do now? Should I seek revenge, or should I forgive?
So you know who they are, their identities.
Yeah, I know them. No, during the genocide, neighbors killed neighbors, friends killed friends.
So you've met with them, spoken to them, and told them that you've forgiven them.
That one, they know I forgave them, but me personally, I didn't meet them. But my sibling met them.
Okay, so it's over. They've told them it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, forgiveness doesn't mean that the pain go away. Doesn't mean that I don't remember my family. I don't cry. I cry. Forgiveness to me means stop the cycle of violence. Means I don't want to seek revenge. Forgiveness to me means the energy I should invest in seeking revenge, I can use the energy in moving forward in my life and then helping others. All this I do is the power of forgiveness. The fact I help our friends, the fact we work with I work with Hutus, I work with Tutsis, I work with Twa. That's, for me, it's a fruit of forgiveness.
Okay, thank you very much. So now if people want to reach out to you, where is the website? You have
whydoiexist.org. Whydoiexist.org.
Okay. Thank you very much, Marie-Claudine, for spending your time with us and also to explain to us about the new audiobook, The Power of Social Media. We also appreciate the good work, the fantastic work that you're doing to help out the orphans in your country of Rwanda. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm so glad I came. And then everybody, the book is not only for the orphans. Everybody who want to increasing the visibility either in social or in business, they should get a copy of my audiobook because I emphasize how we can improve or increase our visibility in whatever we do via social media, especially Facebook.
Okay, so that was Marie-Claudine of Rwanda. She's a genocide survivor, humanitarian, and also a new author of the book, the audiobook actually, of The Power of Social Media.
Be yourself.
So it's also available, and stay tuned.
It's available everywhere.
Okay, thank you.